Hey everyone, it's Melanie with Design by Melody. I am here today with another Project Life page for you. And this time we are actually using the Pretty Little Studio Wish You Were Here collection that I just got in a week or two ago. So I've got all my goodies here ready to go, and I've got all the papers here ready to be used, and I've got my photos. So we're basically starting with one 4x6 photo. That's just telling me the month and the date and all that. And then a bunch of smaller photos. Something like that. Anyways, that's what we're kind of starting with. And so I'm going to need 3 4x6 cards or papers, and then all of my 3x4 papers or cards. So I've got lots to work with. I'm really excited because I think this kit, which is super bright and colorful, will be really pretty for these photos. These are photos where we went to like a park and kind of, you know, watched, or we were at the airport actually, and watched the sunset from the observation deck and let Kaylin and his friend run around, and then we went and got dinner. Actually, we may have went and got dinner and then went and watched the sunset, but either way, this was all from the same evening, and that was kind of a highlight of our week. It had been a busy week, and this was just, you know, spending some time together after all the craziness. So I'm going to use this Wish You Were Here collection and all my wonderful goodies from Pretty Little Studio to create this page. So let's get started. Okay, so sometimes I have a really hard time when I start with a new kit or a new collection, because I feel like you have so much to work with that it's hard to make decisions. So I'm going to flip through all of the cards and look at all of the papers and look at the packaging pieces, because the packaging all had patterns on them as well. And I know I very, very easily could have just went straight to the papers and cut out exactly what I wanted, but I do want to make sure that I utilize the packaging as well, because I am a true scrapbooker. I like to take scraps and bits and pieces of things and see what I can use. So here I am, like, going through some of the packaging and different bits that I had cut out of the catalog, just to see if there's anything here that I can actually use on this page and you know, utilize it instead of just throwing things away. I'm not going to throw any of this away, actually. You can rest assured there, I am going to utilize all of these pieces of packaging. You can actually see here, I'm flipping on the back just to make sure that this is the packaging that I'm looking at. I love this fringe look, but I wanted it to go horizontal and not vertical. So I am going to end up pulling out that fringe paper from the 8x8 paper pad so I can have it go the direction I want. And then I did go ahead and set one of these packaging pieces aside that had some cut aparts on it. It was actually some of the cards that were just printed in smaller forms. So I went ahead and set those aside so I can cut a few of those apart and use them as embellishments as well. Now, again, I could have just gone straight to these papers and cut straight from there, but I really wanted to see what I could use from all the pieces that were already cut down. I do try to save my 12x12 and 8x8 papers as much as possible if I have smaller bits to cut from, because sometimes I do want to do full layouts, and I don't necessarily want to have a big square cut out of a full 8x8 paper if that's the one I want to use as my background. So I just kind of keep that in mind. I always go to my smaller pieces first before I trim into a larger piece of paper. Okay, so we're going to jump right into the title card here, and I love these little alphas. These are the alphas that were in the collection that I purchased. This was the Pretty Little Studio Wish You Were Here collection. If you have missed my unboxing, I shared this as part of my 2020 kit review series, where I shared a kit that I purchased. So it's not really a kit this month, though. It's a collection. It's a collection from Pretty Little Studio. Each month they put a collection. It's an older collection. I think this one's 2017 if I'm remembering correctly. They put an older collection at 50% off. Now, some of the elements are sold out, like I couldn't get the washi strips, and there were a couple other things. There was another alpha that was sold out, which was fine because there were still plenty for me to pick from and use in this collection. So I love keeping an eye on the 50% off option each month, because they will start to repeat after a while. If it's something that, if you've been a purchaser or a customer with them for a while, you may end up coming across a month of something that you've already purchased in the past, a collection you've already purchased from them. But with it being 50% off, they pick one collection a month that's 50% off. With it going to 50% off, if you ever had any favorites or you used up, maybe all of your favorite papers, that would be a perfect time for you to restock some of those supplies as well. So I highly recommend you check out that unboxing video, and I highly recommend you check out Pretty Little Studio. I'm going to link the unboxing video up in the iCard, as well as in the description box below, as well as at the end of the video in the recommended videos for you to watch. So make sure you go check out that unboxing if you have not already. All right, that finishes out our title card. I really like the way that it turned out. And then I have this photo. This is the only 4x6 photo I actually have on this page. I cut down the other ones to smaller so I could put some pattern papers in the backgrounds and have those as the 4x6 pockets. So I am just going to use a few labels here in this wood veneer airplane. So we were at the airport in the observation deck, or at the observation deck. There's a playground at the observation deck, so that's we went here and let the kids run around while we could sit on the park benches and watch the sunset. It was a great way to kind of let our food settle after dinner. And we don't actually live very close to the airport anymore, so we don't go there quite as often as we used to. We used to probably go there once a week or once every other week. Now we go like once every 2 or 3 months. We don't go very often, but it's a great place to watch the sunset. As you can see in that picture, it's perfect. All right, I've got some pictures of Kaylin and Leilani, which is his best friend. But the photo quality wasn't the best because we were inside a restaurant. It was kind of a little bit more dimly lit. So I just switched these photos to black and white. Plus, we were at a Mexican restaurant, and you know how Mexican restaurants are. There's like all these bright colors, all these different bright colors. And sometimes in bad photo quality form, all the bright colors don't work well. It just makes the photo look super busy and super low quality. So by changing it to black and white, I was able to kind of take the focus off the busyness and the colorful look of the photo and really just kind of focus on them. So I have a picture of Leilani sitting up giving a peace sign, and then there's the picture of Kaylin. He's in the middle of talking. Like, they talked the entire time we had dinner. They just talked and talked and talked. So it was a great way for us to just enjoy the evening. A lot of times it'll just be Kaylin and us going out to dinner, but bringing her along to dinner with us was able to, he was just able to also enjoy the dinner, and we were kind of able to focus on our conversation together because they were able to kind of talk amongst themselves, which again, only child thing here. That doesn't happen very often. And now that he's getting older, I mean, these photos were a couple years ago, but now that he's getting older, we bring friends with us to dinner and things a little bit more often. Well, not now, but before all the stuff has, shut down. So anyways, super big tangent there. I'm getting off track here. Let's go back to our layout. So I am leaving this in, and I normally cut this out. I usually cut out the part where I do my journaling, but I will put a little bit of glue on my label, and I will stick it to my desk, and then I will write my journaling. And then I actually move it to the card and trim off the excess. That is the best way that I find to do my journaling if I don't type it. I do prefer typed journaling. However, I do mix in my own handwriting a lot of the times when I don't necessarily have a specific story to tell. This was really just kind of photos of our evening, and it was kind of the highlight of our week that week. We didn't have much else going on that week. It was really just kind of hanging out around the house and then, going for dinner and going to watch the sunset. So I didn't have a whole lot to say about all of this, so I just did some handwritten journaling instead. All right, so I've got a filler card here, and I really wasn't sure what to do with this, but I like the llama, and I thought it was really cute. And then I have found this sticker that says out and about, and I thought that worked really well for, the pictures that we have here. The pictures of us going out to dinner, the pictures of us at the observation deck at the airport watching the sunset. So I thought out and about really worked well, and so I'm just going to add a heart sticker and also a few enamel dots, and then call this filler card done. I'm just going to pretty much make it look pretty and make it relevant to the page, but nothing too fancy or too crazy. This picture of Kayla and Leilani just lying down on the floor in our living room. They were watching a movie, and so they were cold. There was only one blanket on the blanket, so they ended up laying on the floor so they could share the blanket. And if you can't tell, she kind of like rolled in the blanket to kind of make a burrito out of herself, which then ended up pulling the blanket off of him. So this is a picture of them like pulling the blanket back and forth from each other because, you know, would it be easy just to lay there and not fight over the blanket? So I'm just like capturing the moment, and I'm going to put a label here that just says best friends and layer a heart. Now this label is actually from Ellie Studio. I keep a tub or drawer rather of labels kind of ready for me to use right here on my desk. A lot of times they're cut aparts or maybe punched out of perforated sheets from the Ellie Studio monthly kits, and I'll throw them in that drawer. And when that drawer starts to get a little bit bare, I will add more. I have a couple 4x6 Iris containers full of Ellie Studio labels. So when my little drawer on my desk starts to get a little bare, I will refill it and just continue to use it. I find it very easy just to have a small selection on my desk, and I always can find a label in there that works as far as color and size. I don't ever have to really go to my larger stash supply. I just keep that larger supply at hand though, so when I am running low, I can restock. This is a cut apart sheet that was in the collection I purchased, and it is the Off the Grid labels. They're longer labels, but they're fairly narrow, which I really like. Short, I guess, if you're looking at them horizontally. They're fairly short. I want to say they're probably, the inside part of the label is probably only about a 1/2 inch. And so it really kind of works well when you're putting it on a card because it's not super big and bulky. However, it's incredibly long, so I just only wrote on about half of that label and then trimmed it out, so I still have the other half of the label on that cut apart sheet that I can use if I need another label in this color. Just cut out that north, south, east, west circle element from one of the pieces of packaging, and then on that same piece of packaging there were these geotags with hearts on them, so I cut one out as well, and I'm just using them as die cuts on this page. I ended up using this word strip sticker sheet a lot when I was creating this page, more so than I necessarily intended to. Sometimes usually when I'm pulling word strips, I pull them from my Tim Holtz word sticker book that is all in black and white, just because it works well with all different colors. But for this particular layout, I ended up using the one that came with the collection a little bit more than what I normally do, and I really like all the beautiful bright colors. This entire layout is super beautiful and bright, and you will see it when I pull all of the cards back together here at the end. I trimmed out this 3x4 card, and it said the road less traveled. I just thought it was a good caption to go along with this beautiful sky photo, and this is again of the sunset. It's just kind of a zoomed in picture of the sunset. The clouds were amazing, and the colors, this photo actually did really well capturing the sunset. A lot of times I feel like sunsets or sunrises or like ocean views are so much more grand in person, and it's really hard to capture that on film. However, this photo did a really good job of capturing that, so I'm just making sure that I get it in my scrapbook album just to be able to look back on later. All right, I'm finishing out the last card here, and then we're going to pull it all back together. I am just finding one that says local favorites, and it's in that kind of paler blue that has repeated across this collection. Okay, I've got all of the cards done. You can kind of see me putting them together here. I'm going to take one final look and make sure that there's nothing else that needs to be added, but I thought I did pretty good. I didn't actually end up adding anything because I just kind of worked on each card individually and and it was already a cohesive collection because it was one single collection I'm using. Everything worked really well together, and I didn't have to worry about having too much of one thing on one card and too much of another thing on another. It just all worked really well together. All right, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This was really a fun collection to work with. I have plenty left though, so I will be making many, many, many more projects with it, especially some of our camping photos with that beautiful camping paper. So make sure you keep an eye out for some more projects using this Wish You Were Here collection. Again, soon. I have a couple videos here on the screen for you to watch if you have not watched them already. And now we'll be back soon with another project. All right, bye.